everyone, so let's move towards our today's topic, which is
renal physiology. Now in this lecture we will gonna talk about the renal physiology, but I will give you the introduction because we will not discuss in detail. But this is very important lecture because, like I said, we will talk about the introduction, and before starting the topic in detail, you should know, and we all should know, that what is the basic structure of the kidney and what is the overview. I will give you the overview about this topic. So let's move. Kidney perform many functions in our body, like gluconeogenesis, ग्लूकोज की सिंथेसिस होती है, ब्लड फॉर्मेशन में हेल्प करता है किडनी एसिड बेस के बैलेंस को मेंटेन रखता है, वाटर एंड इलेक्ट्रोलाइट के बैलेंस को मेंटेन रखता है. नॉट ओनली दिस, द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट फंक्शन विच वी ऑल नो दैट it helps in the excretion of the waste product. How? Because it forms urine. The kidney forms urine, and the urine formation is through what is urine? Urine is basically the waste product of our body. That waste product will be extracted out, will be filtered out from the blood. Okay, basically what happens, the blood, as you know, the blood supply of the kidney, but I will tell you once again that we know that renal artery supplies the kidney. It enters into the kidney and it gives off some branches. Those branches are interlobar arteries. Those interlobar arteries, we know that the structure of the kidney consists of renal pyramids or renal pyramids. Those renal pyramids consist of corners. ट्रायंगुलर शेप के होते हैं ना, तो वो जो कॉर्नर होता है ना, वहाँ पे आकर एट दैट पॉइंट, एट द एपिक्स ऑफ द रीनल pyramid, which is also known as renal papilla. So at that point, that interlobar arteries will divide into further branches called as arcuate arteries. Those arcuate arteries will move towards the base of the renal pyramid, towards the lateral side, and on that side it further divides and forms interlobular arteries. First interlobar arteries, then arcuate arteries, then interlobular arteries. After interlobular arteries, that forms afferent arterioles. ठीक है, afferent arterioles will then, from afferent arterioles the blood will then enters into the glomerular capillaries, where the filtration will occurs. Glomerular capillaries में क्या होता है, blood will be filtered out and the waste product will be extracted out, and that waste product will move further in the kidney, in the nephron, okay, and in the Bowman's capsule, then proximal tubule, then distal tubule, collecting tubule, then after that whole process in the nephron. The nephron is we all know that nephron is the structural and the functional unit of kidney. So those nephrons which are present in the kidney, like around 8 to 10 lakhs होते हैं, काफ़ी बुक्स में 8 to 10 lakh ही लिखा है, तो हम यही याद रखेंगे सर. around 8 million to 10 million nephrons are present in the kidney, and the most important thing that it cannot be regenerated. Okay, now so the thing which I was telling you is that nephron में ये सारी चीज़ें होती हैं, Bowman's capsule, proximal tubule वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. देन नेफ्रॉन में जब ये पूरा का पूरा जो ग्लोमेरुलर फिल्ट्रेशन होती है, ग्लोमेरुलर कैपिलरीज में ब्लड फिल्टर आउट हो गया, वो जो वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट है जो फिल्टर हुआ है वो फिर पूरे नेफ्रॉन में मूव करता है. देन पूरे नेफ्रॉन में क्यों मूव करता है? बिकॉज फॉर द एब्जॉर्प्शन, क्योंकि जो ग्लोमेरुलर फिल्ट्रेशन हुई है ग्लोमेरुलर कैपिलरीज में, दैट इज़ नॉट मच accurate. Okay, there are some chances that might be there might be some useful substance which are remain in the nephron part. So what happened, those things जो कि मौजूद हैं उस वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट में और उस फिल्टर्ड ब्लड में जो कि ग्लोमेरुलर कैपिलरीज़ ने किया है, तो उसको फर्दर मूव करवाया जाता है नेफ्रॉन में, और नेफ्रॉन में एब्जॉर्प्शन होती है। अगर कोई यूज़फुल सब्सटेंस मौजूद है तो वो एब्जॉर्ब हो जाएगा, अगर यूज़फुल सब्सटेंस मौजूद नहीं है तो वो एब्जॉर्ब नहीं होगा। ओके, जो रिमेनिंग चीज़ें होंगी, जो वेस्ट प्रोडक्ट होगा, दैट विल बी एंटर इनटू द रीनल पेल्विस. Renal pelvis begins from the renal papilla. Renal papilla is the apex of the renal pyramid. We all know this thing. So in the renal pelvis, the waste product which is present, the amount which is present, the material which will be present, that will called as urine. Renal pelvis will continue as ureter, that will form continuation with the ureter, and through ureter that urine will be enter into the urinary bladder. In the urinary bladder, the urine will be stored. As soon as the urine will be filled in the urinary bladder, that will be emptied out, and that process is called as maturation. We will discuss in the separate lecture these all things. We will discuss the glomerular filtration, we will discuss renal tubular filtration, and much more things in detail. But before that, you have to know what is the basic overview of this whole basic overview or in other words, the introduction of the renal physiology. You have to know these things. So this was the whole topic regarding this lecture. Till then, work hard, study hard, and good luck. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you.